ようなアダムスはちょうど植物に水をもらいに来ました子が彼は自分がそれだと思っているスコット彼はただのうめき声を上げた老人だよ時々エマとマットも加わりますただ彼らはとても静かなので気づかないでしょうドバーズドバーキャストですドバーズドバーキャストドバーズドバーキャストですドバーキャスト聞いてる
Welcome to the Dobbercast, where we're going to be going over the new solo leveling previews for the upcoming deck that I believe is releasing on January 10th, around about the same time that Solo Leveling Season 2 is going to go on Crunchyroll. Quite excited for both of these. Joining me today we've got Emma.
Yup.
Connor.
Hello.
And Matt.
Hi.
I'm actually amazed he spoke.
I thought he was just going to leave dead air.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Right, so we've had Jim Woo, E-Rank Hunter, previewed for I think a few months now, but I'm guessing you're all familiar with what he does.
Yeah, something like that.
It's been a while. My memory span doesn't last that long.
So we've got Jinwoo, the 6-hand, 30 health character. He's got a bit of static text saying he begins the game with the assassin skill tree, and then he's got a response, tenacious, so it's playable well committed. Remove 1 XP card from your hand or stage. At the start of your end phase, level up.
Those are real symbols.
Yeah, different symbols, some would say. Well, some.
Characters have real symbols.
Yeah.
Did it?
I only had 2 though.
Fair.
Yeah, that's just the 2.
Oh wait, was there not ones that accidentally? Yeah.
Yeah, there was the one misprint. Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
I don't mind the hand and health. It's the character name that makes me look like I'm reading with drunk goggles on.
Oh, I'm not going to unsee that now.
Right, so what is the assassin skill tree?
The Assassin Skill Tree. Your character can unlock these skills. After you level up, unlock the next skill down, beginning with Critical Attack. Critical Attack gives us Enhance. This weapon attack gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. Then we have Murderous Intent. First enhance once per turn, reduces attack speed to 0. Then Quicksilver. Enhance once per turn, this attack gets +3 speed. Then Dagger Throw, enhance once per turn, your weapon attack gains Echo. Then Stealth, enhance once per turn, change the zone of this attack. And lastly, Ruler's Authority, enhance, add 1 EXP card from your move pile to your hand.
Where did the E come from?
Oh, XP. I think because sometimes you see it, EXP.
So this is just going to be a card that sits next to him.
I feel like I just want to rush to Stealth. Stealth makes me happy.
Is he, right, on the bus before I try to break something, is he on symbols with a certain rando spirit gun?
He is, as all.
Oh, so he does.
That's a lot of ones per turns. This might be up there on like one of the best ways to do something on this kind of level.
Don't get me wrong, like, I'd have liked the option kind of variant, like how they do in
Magic.
Dungeon. Yeah.
That's a fair point. Like, in terms of skill trees, this railroads you as much as the storyline in Final Fantasy 13.
I think this is like a good start to like these kind of ideas though. I found like practice this works out pretty well and isn't just immediately broken. For instance, it's like you could then probably start to see maybe other characters that do something similar.
We do have Heroes of Exandria coming up next year, and I'm sure you'd be able to fit some sort of level up mechanic into a set that's based on people playing D&D. Oh, that's where it originates from, right?
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Up next we've got Hunter's Dagger.
It's a 0 diff 5 check asset. A unique weapon. Has enhance. Commit your non-throw attack gains weapon. If it deals damage, add 3 bleed counters to this card. In response, tenacious. Remove 1 bleed counter after your rival plays an attack. If their health is 3 or greater, they lose 1 health.
That is
I
interesting.
kinda like it.
And it's death attuned.
Oh, Toga! I mean, everything already has weapon, but I could include things that don't have weapon.
Though you'd miss Toga's response.
Oh, yeah.
We're clearly still heavily in on the attune scenario, though. I think it's pretty much confirmed we're going to see a lot of that next year.
I understand why you might not want this to be able to kill somebody, but why stop at 3 health?
But they've just ran out of blood.
But if they'd run out of blood, they'd be dead.
This is cool.
It's different, right? We haven't really seen this before.
I think it'd be fun if you just got the free bleed counters and your opponent killed your asset.
Talking about one asset, the deck actually has a second.
The teleportation stone. Oh.
It's a 3 difficulty 5 check with +2 mid block. Unique asset with response remove. After you block a rival attack, your rival must play a non-attack as their next form or pass.
I don't like it. Anytime I ever do any of this, I still get hit with a city rampage. It's not effective enough.
But you can play more.
I've hit people so much with blooming learning the standards, right? And then I just get hit with a city rampage, right? I'm done with these cards. Nah, I do like this, to be fair. I do like cards that really slow down your opponent, especially in this meta that we're in now as well. Where turn 2 is everyone's right, cool, I'm swinging.
It's all attuned, right? So you could play 4 of these in the same deck that you're running 4 copies of Airy Smiles. Just really annoy your opponents.
Oh, that could be pretty disgusting.
I just like that it's an asset. You have 5 diff, flash with the blood red, weapon XP for the traits? Keyword.
Yeah.
Blitz. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. If the check value of your revealed card is greater than or equal to your rival commits to a foundation. Otherwise, you draw 1 card and your rival mills 1. And it is 5 high for 5.
So I know this is a bit of RNG on what you actually get, but looking at it, it's either I get to draw a card and make you mill a check that's decent that you could have used to try and block me, or I know I'm going to check decent on my next card and I stun you too. Seems fine.
I mean, 5 high 5 is still pretty good. I think that's a pretty solid baseline.
It's good, but not great.
With it being a weapon and being XP, I think you're always going to play this in Junwu. I don't know if it's same play elsewhere though.
Right, so we get determined cut, 4 diff with a 1. Oh, that right. Oh, right. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to that. It's a 1 mid block, but that one I'm noticing for once with the art style for that. The rest is fine. 4 high, 3 damage. It's got powerful 3, weapon, XP. Nearly said EXP there. Response after your rival plays an enhanced ability, they lose it. What the heck? Yes, let's go. I love that.
I don't even care if it hits.
That's amazing. That's an uncommon. That's so good.
A death weapon.
Oh my god, it is a death weapon.
So it is worth noting that it's just a response, not a card pool response. So it will only be active while you're resolving this attack.
The stats and all that are clearly based the fact around that there's so much setup you can do with that assassin skill tree that they have to then be does your opponent just have to then sit and go I have to just let you away with all of that if you get to that stage, because I can't do it and then else I'm starting to burn before it's even done it.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything and it's 4 high for free, they're gonna take it.
Plus, if you get it near the end of the a chain of attacks, for instance, that first one's +1 damage for each card and pool and stuff, that damage probably could go up to a scary number straight away.
Yeah, even if it's the second attack you play, you're threatening a 5 damage attack that burns you anytime you try to interact with it.
Then you echo it.
Enough of this. 4 diff, recheck, 1 high block, 3 mid for 4 damage. It has Frenzy and Fury, and Blitz. This card does not count towards progressive to play Foundations.
It's interesting that Frenzy's back. I didn't know how long they would, or how often they'd use it.
I mean, we just got it in Star Trek. It's not even a chance to be in a full set yet, and you already want rid of it.
You can give it weapon with his asset as well.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, which kind of sort of makes sense in a way, because it's like that asset kind of doesn't make sense if there was nothing that you could give weapon to.
Well, that's exactly what's happening here, right? He's got frustrated. He's like, enough of this. He's reaching for the weapon. Totally makes sense that you'd give this attack weapon because he's just about to pick it up in the artwork.
Oh yeah.
I
This just feels like a Scott card. Just enough of this. Coming in.
Right, we've got Grasp for Survival. It's a 4 difficulty, 1 mid for 4 damage throw. It has the XP keyword. And response, after you block with this card, you gain 2 health, which is unlikely considering it's a +3 mid block.
Roll for throw's sake.
It feels like an uncommon, I think. Like,
Technically it isn't.
yeah. But I think a couple of the other ones have kind of snuck around that grading. This one feels like an uncommon, where I'm just like, cool.
It is a 5 difficulty, 4 low for 5 with a stun 1 fury weapon. Blitz, deal 1 rival foundation with difficulty or less.
Does this attack have the same name as one of his abilities?
No, it's murderous.
Murderous, isn't it?
Also underwhelming. Doesn't even have XP.
Yeah, it doesn't have XP.
At least it's a weapon.
I'd have liked to see the Blitz as an enhance. Make them
Well.
make that choice first and then.
Gundam's left.
I think if you weren't so spoiled for choice in Toga at the moment, this would have made a good opener for her. Well, it's going to get the stat increase, you're going to commit 1 off her ability, and then get the stun off this as well.
The Blitz kind of ruins this a wee bit. Like, if it was an enhance, I would really be on board with this. So we have Venom Fang Dagger, a 4 diff with a 2 low block. It's 3 low for 3. It's got weapon. It's got response. After this attack deals damage, your next weapon attack gets plus X damage. X equals this attack's damage. Oh, that could be cool. This is one of those great poke damage ones that your opponent has to deal with, though. Because obviously it deals damage, next attack's going to get extra damage, but it's like, do you force yourself to block this just to stop that essentially 3 damage? Possibly even just 4 if it's the first one in pool.
What if they don't play it? What's it could be a poke?
This is something I can definitely see Emma playing.
Olga card? 6 low 5?
No, on the bus, right? Because do you know the worst part about this card, right? Can you echo this one?
Right, so wait, so the first one comes in, hits you for 4,
Yeah.
then I echo it, so the next one gets +4,
Yep.
hits you for 8,
Yep.
and then the attack after that's getting +8 damage.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. It's actually insane.
I feel like we're gonna need more than 4 of this card.
Wolf Assassin. 5 diff, 3 check, with a 1 mid block. 5 mid, 5. With weapon, fury, and XP. And Blitz, add 1 XP foundation from your discard pile to your hand.
I think this one's kind of subjective to what we're going to see with the foundations, obviously.
Even if the foundations are terrible though, right, this basically says, as long as you have an XP foundation in your discard pile, you don't need to worry about what you're getting rid of to level up at end of turn.
Yeah. To level up, yep.
Right, moving on to easily my favourite card from the entire Challenger deck. We have World's Weakest Hunter. It's a 4 difficulty, 5 mid for 3, with a +2 mid block. It has EX3, weapon, and XP. And response, after this attack deals damage, you may remove 1 foundation from your stage, draw 1 card for each card you remove from game pile, maximum 3.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's good.
I also take my previous comment back. This is now my favourite artwork.
Harsh Comics is full art.
Yeah. Yep. That one's really cool. That attack though, because he's got ways of doing speed. It's got speed on itself with the EX. I was about to say XP there.
Plus
Um,
3.
Yeah, from Jinwoo as well. There's a lot, and it's that. I think it's also the fact it's just a 4-diff. Like, it's not even that awkward to get out for everything it wants to do. And let's be honest, that says draw 3.
Yeah. The X3 is pretty good as well, like, who's blocking 8 mid for free?
To be honest, even with the EX, right, on that, the fact is, like, Jinwoo can just give this potentially, like, 3 speed anyway.
It will be interesting to see what other decks can make a good use of this card though. Right, okay, it's got XP on it, but the stats aren't awful, and it does say potentially draw 3. Must be some other decks removing enough cards and also has the all symbol that they might as well consider this.
We have a 3-diff +1 mid block 5 check. Double Dungeon. Unique XP. Responds tenacious after you level up. Ready this card. Enhance your turn. Remove. Level up. You cannot level up again this turn.
This is cool.
I really hope the alt art is the smiling face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's got to be. This goes well. Obviously, it goes well with him. And then we've seen previously, like, one of the cards that lets you, like, find. So, like, oh no, I've only got 2 in the decks, it's a challenge deck. Oh no, I've checked them both. Right, let me pick that up. Problem solved.
Like, he gets access to Assassin class, but that doesn't mean that there's an Assassin class ever.
Yeah, if Heroes of Eternia brings more this kind of class stuff, or if down the line we get more solo leveling, it'll be interesting to see what impact Double Dungeon has on those decks.
So we found me in every character creation mode ever. We've got the 2 Dungeoneering armor. It's got a 2 high block. It's got armor as a keyword trait. It's got response tenacious. After this card is committed due to a rival's effect, this attack gets -2 damage. Enhanced tenacious sacrifice. This attack gets -1 damage. It's got a 5 check.
That armor doesn't fit him. There's so much space between, like, his face and the neck stuff.
I quite like this though. Like, when was the last time we've really seen, like, the anti-stun stuff floating into play?
Well, they just printed it can't be fixed, but it checks a 6 in Attack on Titan set 2.
Yeah, I'd be much happier if it was a BAM, but
Fateful Decision. A 1-diff 5 check with a 3 mid block. Enhanced commit. This attack gets -2 speed. And enhanced commit after you play a block, it gains breaker 1.
Enhanced commit after you play a block, it gains breaker 1. To me, reads more like a response than what it does in enhance. I wonder if one point in testing this was a response and then they changed it, but who knows.
because we're going to get an errata.
Yeah.
I've got a secret deck I'm working on that actually can use this. Level up.
We've got a 2-5 with a +3 high block, improving skills. It's got XP, enhanced Saka Foundation, this attack gets +1 speed, and response, after you remove this card from your hand, build the top card of your deck face down committed. So at least when we level up, it's giving us a little something back. But only if we remove this from hand.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
Might be like one of those. Like, I think that's quite good though, because it's one of those like, oh, you're like stuck with it in the opening hand. It's still playable.
Sometimes that +1 speed is...
With all the stuff being like almost base 5, like, yeah, +1 speed just starts to become just genuinely annoying.
We have a 1-diff 5 check called Item Menu. Also has XP. Once after you move this card from your hand, draw a card.
Yeah, it's like it feels as if like there's enough of these cards where you don't feel punished for wanting to level up.
In the
Yeah.
right hand with.
I think that's just good spam. Also, the 3 low block on good spam.
I think you can pretty much guarantee that every Gem Woo deck is going to be running a 4 of item menu and a 4 of improving skills. You just get too much value while also leveling up.
So leveling strength is the 1 diff 2 low 5 check. Okay, so I take that back. This is probably spammable low block. But the enhanced commit, this attack gets +2 damage. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's cool spam.
I don't
Yeah, but
remember him saying let's throw hands at all.
I wonder if it's
It's
coming
a-
from the English.
It's
I
not.
remember it. At least once an episode, he said, "Let's throw hands." I remember it every time.
Nah.
Oh,
Send me the link.
So if a weapon's not effective, I'll just switch things up. Let's throw hands.
Oh, I did say it. Tell you. Told you.
Right.
this is English
Yep.
stuff.
Every episode.
Can we rewatch it in the English dub because we get him with the sexy voice? Oh, I need more of that voiceover in my life.
Swiftly moving. Emma gets menu.
We've got a loot box. It's a 2 diff 4 check with a free low block. An XP card with enhanced flip. Build the top card of your deck. At the end of this combat phase, add that card to your hand. And it's auto tuned.
I've got some thoughts on this card, and so does Scott. But I think we'll save that for another video where we'll just talk about these kind of effects and some ways that we'd like to see them change in the future.
Yeah.
So moving on, we've got Serpent Scramble. It's a 1/5 plus 3 high block with Breaker 1 and XP. It has no other abilities, just a Breaker 1, and probably has the best flavor text in the game.
I think that is now my favourite art.
This is my favourite card.
Ah!
I'm glad you read the favourite text. I was going to request you do it.
That was happening.
Yeah.
I like it with the idea of the if my next block gets Breaker 1, so you're actually whacking them with a Breaker 2 basically.
Right, we have a 2 difficulty, +2 mid block, 5 check, timely recovery. It is also an XP card. It is enhanced tenacious, sacrifice, gain 2 health. Once after you move this card from your hand, gain 2 health.
Why is this not an asset?
We learnt how to use them timely.
Oh.
It's because it's a consumable. So it obviously went out without consumables one day. Got done in. Learned. Wait a minute, I better take some with me. Therefore, it's a foundation.
One use.
I bet he didn't forget his teleportation stone.
Was it 1 use?
Ah, yeah, it removes it.
Did it? Aye, but not in the show it did.
I'm sure it did.
He could have a bucket worth of these teleportation stones.
But you could buy a bucket with a health book.
Could also
I know
make
that
health
price.
potions. Aye, true. At 300, aye, he's going to be skinned. Remember, he's the worst hunter.
I'm sure.
Right? He's no getting paid by the hour.
No, he's got like rich.
That's all the
No.
guys rich.
Aye,
Aye,
because
the
the
other
other
guy's
guy's paying him a fortune, is he not?
Not at the start, no.
Yeah, but this is start, yeah, with the E rank.
Aye. Aye, he's still technically the E rank.
Right, so wait a minute, what you got to remember here is that it's not, the card isn't actually named health potion or exclusive potion. It's timely
That's
recovery.
true.
The foundation is that he's learned to use it in a timely manner.
That is true.
That is all the cards in the solo level and challenger deck. Let us know in the comments what cards you're looking forward to. Are you looking forward to just building the character in general? And we will catch you at some point for some gameplay with the deck.
Bye.
Bye.